as a result of trade deficit, what will happen? If you are purchasing more and you are selling less, slowly and gradually your funds are going to succumb. They are going to decline. That is current account deficit. See, can you tell me why do we use this word balance then? Balance of payment. What you people are saying, what that transactions that is occurring between a nation and rest of the world, right? Rest of the world and a country, India and rest of the world. So transactions occurring between these two parties is balance of payment. Okay, so what type of transactions can occur? So import and export can occur. That's what you mean. The import and export occurring in India, that is balance of payment. So my question is, why this word balance? You know now what is the meaning of balance? If I'm balancing something, so two things have to be equal. So why are we using this word balance?
Sir, I think import and export, whatever in a capital form or in a current form, should be balanced. Export, if the country do more import, so there is a more deficit. So country should avoid it more
Which
deficit.
deficit? Which deficit? If country does more import than export, then deficit occurs. Okay, good. Which deficit occurs?
Financial deficit, sir, they have to
That's
pay more currency to the outside the
wrong.
country.
Wrong. That is not an
Current
economical mean.
the current account deficit.
What is the no current account deficit is an outcome. Which deficit occurs if import is more than export?
Sir, import is more than export.
Name of deficit.
Trade deficit.
Very good. It is trade deficit. When we are talking, my dear Sangeeta, everyone, in economics, you have to be very particular about using those economical terms which are assigned. Okay. If you won't use those terms, so even though if you know the concept, the examiner will get a view, he will form a view about you, and that view will be that you don't know anything. Okay. So very important to use those words. The name is trade deficit. Trade deficit means that deficit is a loss. So when I'm importing more, exporting less, that means I'm purchasing more. Compare it with a retail shop. So a retailer is purchasing more products and he's selling less products. So his trade is going to suffer a loss. Yes or no? Everyone, his trade will suffer a loss. That is why this is trade deficit. Okay. Country is a trader. It is purchasing more, selling less, losses occurring. Trade deficit. Everyone clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
As a result of trade deficit, what will happen? If you are purchasing more and you are selling less, slowly and gradually your funds are going to succumb. They are going to decline. That is current account deficit. That is current account deficit. Understood? Yes or no? Is this much clear or not? If you do write down these things. What is trade deficit? What is current account deficit? So the thing that we learned, that these two things come into play when country is dealing with rest of the world. So two things come into action, that is trade deficit. If import is more than export, This will lead to trade deficit. Trade deficit is going to lead to current account deficit. So this gives you a bit of idea about current account. Anyway, my question is still the same. Why balance? So see, every country prepares a balance sheet. Do you know what is a balance sheet?
Yes, sir.
So Sangeeta was telling us what is balance sheet. Okay, you tell first, Sangeeta. Yeah, what is balance sheet?
Sir, balance sheet is the financial statement of any organization.
This so everyone knows. What is it in the balance sheet?
Sir, in balance sheet, we write down the all informations regarding the assets and the liabilities.
Yes. On which side we write liabilities? Left or right?
Left, sir.
Left. Yeah, good, Santosh. Switch off your mic. Do you know accounting equation? Anyone who has done BCom?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell me accounting equation.
Sir, assets equals to
My,
capital
my,
plus
my,
liability.
my question is asset plus liabilities is equal to what? Asset plus liabilities is equal to what?
Capital.
Capital. Akash and Santosh, you don't know this equation, huh? Class 11th accounting equation it is. Okay. Now, capital is equal to, pay attention now, close your mic. Capital is equal to assets plus liabilities. In balance sheet, what we do is we segregate the capital. We segregate, understand the concept, everyone. Capital is equal to asset plus liabilities. Khushpreet, do you know what is capital? What is capital? Capital is the total sum of money. It's not proper to call it money. It can be in any form. So total sum with which you start a business, that is capital. Right? Khushpreet, are you understanding? Khushpreet and Saina.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, if you add, now see, if I want to, there is a man, his name is Chandu Lal. And Chandu Lal wants to start a business. He has got 5 lakh rupees of his own and he takes 5 lakh rupees loan from Sangeeta. So, from this 10 lakh rupees, he is going to start his business. This 5 lakh rupees belongs to Chandu Lal. Yes or no? Speak. Yeah. And 5 lakh rupees are of Sangeeta. She has lended it out to him. So this 5 lakh rupees is taken as liability. Why liability? Because Chandu Lal has to repay it. Got my point? Everyone, is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Capital. His total capital is 10 lakh. But 5 lakh is a liability and 5 lakh is a capital. When you form accounting equation, how you do it? You write here serial number, then here you write capital, then here you write liability, then here you write assets. Yes or no? Commerce people, that's how you do or not?
सर assets equals to capital plus liabilities होता है ना सर?
Wait. Then here you record transaction. He is talking about basic accounting equation. Now pay attention. Here you write the transaction and one more thing. Kharo zyada commerce ho jayega. Anyway, here you write the transaction. Okay, let's talk in terms of basic equation, class 11th. He is saying assets is equal to liability plus capital. Okay. Now understand, my dear. Anyway, liabilities and capital, when you are adding up, here a second concept comes, you are doing with that concept. In this concept which you are saying, Akash, here you are regarding business firm as a different identity. So the sum given by the owner is also a liability for a business firm. Yes or no?
Yes,
Because business has to return back that sum to Chandulal when business is disposed of. That's how you do it in commerce. Right or wrong, Sangeeta and Akash?
Yes, sir.
That is why you say asset is equal to liability plus capital. Because business is a individual or it is a different thing, and money invested by an entrepreneur is also taken as a liability for a business. When business will be closed, then this sum will be returned back to the owner. That's what disposing of is. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But I'm not talking about commerce. Huh? We are dealing with economics. Okay, Akash. So that's why I wrote it in that form. Huh? Anyway, आप कॉमर्स में पहुंच गए. So what is balance sheet? Balance sheet segregates your liabilities and assets. Asset is something that gives you returns. Asset is something which gives you returns, and liability is something that you have to return. A land purchased by you is an asset. What is liability? Loan taken by Sangeeta is a liability. I hope asset and liability is clear to everyone. Yes or no? Guys, we have got students from all backgrounds.
Yes,
so commerce people know this very well, but I am talking to those who are not from the background of commerce, who have studied economics, done economics honors and all. So for them, okay. So balance sheet tells us that what all company has to return and what all returns company is getting. What all company has to return and what all returns company is getting. That's what balance sheet tells. Okay. If you don't want to remember accounting equation, forget it. Not of our use. Just remember, balance sheet is going to talk about what all has to be paid back. Okay. And what all you are getting paid. What you are getting and what you are paying. That's what balance sheet is. Everyone, Sangeeta, Akash, Khushpreet, Santosh, Saina. In simple
Yes,
words.
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Can anyone
sir.
of them, I'm talking to commerce people now, Akash, Sangeeta, Santosh. Khushpreet, you have also done BCom, right?
Sir, BA.
Economics, okay. Can you guys read balance sheet of the companies, balance trials and all these things? Companies listed in stock exchange,
Yes,
BSE.
sir.
You can read. Yeah, you can to read. Akash?
No, sir, not.
You cannot read. Okay. Try reading it. It will give you a lot of information anyway. Okay. So balance sheet talks about to be paid and what you are getting paid. So balance of payment. Every country maintains a balance sheet. Take it in this way. every country maintains a balance sheet. So America is going to maintain a balance sheet. Here America is going to write liabilities and assets. Okay. Akash, if America has given loan to India, it is liability or asset?
Sir, if America is giving loan to India, sir, liability.
Sangeeta?
Sir, liabilities है
Huh?
अमेरिका. सर liabilities है सर ये.
अमेरिका ने इंडिया को लोन दिया, ये अमेरिका के लिए
सर,
लाइबिलिटी है.
सर अमेरिका के लिए असेट है, इंडिया के लिए लाइबिलिटी है.
तो आप लोग लाइबिलिटी क्यों बोल रहे हैं? मैं अमेरिका की बैलेंस शीट बना रहा हूं भाई. क्या कर रहे हैं? अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन गलत बता रहे हैं, लाइबिलिटी और एसेट में कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं. हो क्या गया है आपको?
अरे सर, वो आपका शब्द कंफ्यूज हो गया था कि इंडिया का पूछा है कि अमेरिका का.
अमेरिका हैज गिवन लोन टू इंडिया, ओके, of 100 rupees. Clear? So this is the asset for America. Okay, Sangeeta, Akash, Khushpreet. Why is it asset? Because India is going to pay interest to America. America is going to get interest for this. And what I told you, what is asset? Anything that gets you returns, that earns you something, it is asset. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sangeeta, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Khushpreet, Saina, okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
India
Yes,
is going to write it. Yes, where will India write it? This 100 rupees. For India, this is a liability because India has to repay it. Speak up, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, when I teach you international economics, I will go into detail. As of now, you can understand it in very simple way. I'm not going to go into technical terms, else you will get confused. Now, if I talk about combined balance sheet of India and America, pay attention. Combined balance sheet of India and America. Now tell me, liabilities is equal to assets or not?
Yes, sir.
Santosh, Sangeeta, Khushpreet.
Yes, sir.
Combined balance sheet of India and America is made. So asset is equal to liability. They are balancing each other. Sangeeta, are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So, in WTO, World Trade Organization, there is a sector that we will talk about later. That organization, it keeps the balance sheet of all the nations, total balance sheet. So can you tell me what will be the outstanding amount per annum of World Trade Organization's balance sheet? Outstanding amount. Outstanding amount मतलब unbalanced amount. WTO, it makes the total balance sheet of all the nations of the world. Okay. So what will be the outstanding amount? Question नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं क्या? Are you not able to understand the question? भाई जैसे आपने इंडिया और अमेरिका की बैलेंस शीट कंबाइन करके देखी, ऐसे ही अगर दुनिया के सारे नेशंस की बैलेंस शीट कंबाइन कर लेंगे तो बताओ सारी चीजें बैलेंस हो जाएंगी कि कुछ बचेगा जो बैलेंस नहीं होगा?
सब बैलेंस हो जाएंगे।
बोल क्यों नहीं रहे हैं? आउटस्टैंडिंग अमाउंट विल बी जीरो, टोटल एसेट्स विल बी इक्वल टू टोटल लाइबिलिटीज। एक ने दिया, दूसरे ने लिया, दूसरे ने दिया, एक ने लिया, someone is giving, someone is taking, total assets will be equal to total liabilities. There won't be any unbalanced payment. Yes or no?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the first principle. From here, the word balance comes into use. Okay. Second point. Now, if we talk about the balance sheet of a particular country, we are living in India. So we are concerned with the balance sheet of India. We are not concerned with the balance sheet of America or anything. Okay. Now tell me, if imports are increasing or if India is taking more loans, assets are not that much. Let us say 100, rupees 200, rupees 300. This is asset, and loans and liabilities are 500, 400, 300. So please see, 1300 is the liability and 600 is the asset. So is this balanced or it is unbalanced? What do you think?
Unbalanced.
It is not balanced, it is unbalanced. What is the basic principle of commerce? Assets should be equal to liabilities.
Yes sir.
Yeah, but here it is unbalanced. Now, when it is unbalanced, see, it is unbalanced from the side of liabilities. This you have to pay back. So it will lead to deficit. It will lead to loss whenever liabilities are more than assets. See, unbalanced conditions can be of two types. If liability is greater than asset, so this will lead to deficit, it will lead to loss. Number two, if asset is greater than liability, this will lead to surplus, it will lead to development. Understood or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
In developing countries, in poor countries, this trend is observed. That's why there was a question also in UPSC economics optional that developing nations, it was asked in the Indian economy paper too. But the concept comes from here only, that the developing countries are, or underdeveloping countries are also known as deficit countries. Justify the statement. Or so what do you think? Is it correct or incorrect? It is absolutely correct, because developing nations, they always suffer from the deficit. India is a deficit country. Getting my point?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood. So I think you guys have done a lot in commerce. I have not studied commerce. I have done economics only. But did I give you something extra from your commerce or not? Akash, Sangeeta, Santosh.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है।
Akash is not saying anything. What happened, Akash?
Nothing sir.
आकाश सिंह नहीं, मुझे ज्यादा कॉमर्स आती है.
अरे नहीं सर।
बैलेंस
No.
का कॉन्सेप्ट तो आज ही पता चला है सर.
See, I am from science side. I have done engineering. Then I switched to economics. I did my PhD and all in economics. I never studied commerce. But I did so many. I have read so many balance sheet of the companies. Why? Because I wanted to invest and I don't trust anyone. So I read balance sheet and all these things. So from there, my concept of commerce developed. Economics, so I know very well, inside out. But commerce I learned from the practical approach. Okay. There are two things known as stock quotes and stock charts. Who can read that? Yes, my commerce people. If you put a name of a company in Yahoo Finance or anywhere, if you search, so a page opens. So stock quotes are there, then stock charts are there. Can anyone read it? क्या फायदा है? You can read, Santosh. Very. Yeah, Sangeeta.
सर स्टॉक चार्ट आप बेसिकली उनकी बात कर रहे हैं जहाँ पर उनकी स्टॉक की वैल्यू डिफाइन रहती है, अप एंड डाउन, दे शोज द चार्ट ऑफ स्टॉक।
आप तो टेक्निकल टूल्स की बात कर रही हैं, मूविंग एवरेज, कैंडल स्टिक्स, आप इनके लिए बोल रही हैं, है ना?
यस सर, एक्चुअली चार्ट का
ये
मतलब मुझे वही समझ।
नहीं, ये टेक्निकल टूल्स होते हैं। देखिए, स्टॉक कोड्स क्या होते हैं कि कितनी वॉल्यूम में ट्रेड हुआ दिन में, हाईएस्ट क्या था, लोवेस्ट क्या था, हाईएस्ट में कितने लोग पे करने को तैयार थे, कितने लोग उस प्राइस पे कितने लोग खरीदने को तैयार थे, 52 वीक्स का हाईएस्ट क्या था, ये सारा डेटा स्टॉक कोड्स कहलाता है। फिर उसके बाद एक बीटा आता है। बीटा इज व्हाट? बीटा इज अ कंपैरिजन फैक्टर कि मार्केट में कंपनी का कैसा चल रहा है इन कंपैरिजन टू 500 कंपनीज इन द मार्केट। सो ये सारी टेक्निकल चीजें जो हैं ये स्टॉक कोड्स में आती हैं और इन्हीं से रिलेटेड जो चार्ट बनते हैं वो स्टॉक चार्ट्स कहलाते हैं।
ओके सर।
और जो आप कह रही हैं वो टेक्निकल टूल्स होते हैं, वो किसी भी स्टॉक में शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं। मूविंग एवरेज टेक्निक हो गया, कैंडल स्टिक हो गया, ये सब आपको ये बताते हैं कि प्राइस कब गिरा, कब राइज हुआ, क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है, ये आपको ये ट्रेंड दिखाते हैं। एनीवे,
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
ये फाइनेंस है। सो from here the word balance, unbalanced comes into play, and it is very important. Balance of payment means that all the payments should be balanced. That's an ideal scenario. Okay, optimum stage you can say. If you are getting surplus, very good, you are developing, but you should not be in deficit. That's why we use the word balance of payment. Everyone, is it clear why balance of payment word is used? Akash, Khushpreet, Sangeeta, Santosh and Saina.
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
You have come to me, so you should learn something that is not even given in the books. You should get to the depth of everything. Reading, making concept, it is very easy, anyone can give you that, you can do it on your own. But knowing the things from their scratch, that why is it so, every time a question should arise, why? Everything has a reason. It's not like कि ऐसा ही होता है. No, nothing is like that, it happens that way. Everything has a reason. You should search for it, you have to look into it. A day before yesterday, Akash was saying he what to see. This curiosity has to be there in you. That why so? If this is happening, then why? If that is happening, then why? Okay. So that's why balance of payment is used. Coming back to current account and capital account. Now you will understand what current and capital account are. So write down, current account is the difference between countries' savings and investment. Countries' saving and investments. Current account. That is, write down, that is I.E. Current account tracks actual transactions. Current account tracks actual transactions, such as import and export. Current account talks about, in nutshell, what you can understand. Current account talks about underlying import and export. It talks about how much import and how much export has occurred. How much import and how much export has occurred. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear? In capital account, write down, capital account tracks the Capital account tracks the net balance of international payment. Capital account tracks the net balance of international payment. That is, it keeps the track of flow of money. It keeps the track of flow of money between a nation and foreign countries. Between a nation and foreign countries. Got it or not? Read it and then I will ask you what is the difference between them. Read.
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between current and capital account? Sangeeta.
सर डेफिनेशन समझ में नहीं आई कि जो आपने लिखवाया उसमें क्या है.
Akash, what is the difference?
सर आपने बहुत टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज में लिखवाई है डेफिनेशन ये वाली.
टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज से ही तो एग्जामिनर को लगेगा कि आपको आता है सब्जेक्ट और आपको नंबर ज्यादा मिलेंगे. आम भाषा में लिख देंगे तो 10 में से 2 या 3 नंबर मिलते हैं.
तो मतलब सर इसका मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं है सर कि करंट अकाउंट्स मतलब ये बता रहा है कि वे जो कि असेट लायबिलिटी के स्टेटस को इम्पैक्ट नहीं कर रहा, और वो सर असेट लायबिलिटी के स्टेटस को इम्पैक्ट करता है.
वेरी गुड,
सर
गुड. करंट अकाउंट ओनली टॉक्स अबाउट इंपोर्ट एंड एक्सपोर्ट. ओनली इंपोर्ट एंड एक्सपोर्ट. It is not talking about any liability. If you are taking loan from WHO, current account is not concerned with it. If you are giving loan to Bhutan, current account is not concerned with it. Current account is only going to deal with import and export. Understood or not? Sangeeta, Khushpreet, Saina, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whereas capital account talks about everything. Total payment, import, export, plus loans, liabilities, asset, everything. Flow of income, flow of money between the countries, everything included. Getting my point?
yes sir.
Clear? Is this concept clear now or not?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Many people who have done their post graduation from economics, even they don't know the proper difference between current and capital account. Most of them. I'm not saying all of them. Most of them. But now you know what is current and capital. Why? Because the trend is such in our country that people cram up the things and they go and vomit in the exam and they get the degree. Understanding is not there. And that's how the trend is. That's how these people become teachers. So they also teach the same technique: mug up, vomit, forget. So the entire system, and then they say that competitive exams are tough. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday I told you that till 1991, now come back to the topic that we were discussing yesterday. Today, so I just discussed what is current account and capital account. So I have to give you historical background of it to make the concept clear. Coming back to the topic. So till 1991, currency was not convertible on both current and capital account. From 1994, rupee became convertible on current account, import export thing. Government appointed Tarapur committee in 1998 to suggest measures of capital account convertibility. Yeah, understood. This all we had done. So the committee highlighted following benefits, that by doing capital account convertibility, there will be certain benefits. What are those benefits? Those benefits were explained by the committee. Understood? Yes or no, sis? Yeah. So what are those benefits? Let's write them down. Number one. Guys, are you getting it or not? Or is it all Greek and Latin for you? Are you understanding now? Sangeeta and
Yes,
all.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Number one, increased flow of foreign investment. Increased flow of foreign investment. Number two, less administrative cost. Less administrative cost in managing fund movement. See, what they said is, number one, they are saying increased flow of foreign investment. What is the meaning of it? See, when you are dealing with capital account convertibility, if you are going to convert capital account, that means you are ready to accept payment from all the countries. That means foreign investment will increase in your country. If you don't know, before 1991, Indian economy was I cannot say closed economy, but it was very close to closed economy. You know this or not? Reforms of 1991,
Yes, sir.
92,
Yes, sir.
LPG reforms, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Before that, our country was sort of closed economy. We are going to do all these things in paper to Indian economy, don't worry. But I think you might have got basic idea. So Indian economy was closed. We did not imported many things. We only exported, and that too, we didn't have many products. Few manufacturing units were there due to license Raj system. That's why very few manufacturing units, and the quality of products those companies or factories were making, they were quality was too low, but the prices of those products was very high. Are you able to understand? Suppose a company is making, Akash has got a factory and Akash is making a toothpaste. Okay. What do you call this toothpaste? His toothpaste name is Sky toothpaste. So, quality of this Sky toothpaste before 91, 92, 92, 93, before that I'm talking, India in 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Sky toothpaste is low in quality and high price. Can you tell me why anything that is low quality, how can it have high price? Guys, come on, you all are intelligent people. You tell me, if something is of low quality in today's world, if something is of low quality, suppose a jeans is of low quality, so its price will be low or high? Price will be low or high?
Hello.
Then why are you answering in such a low voice? अरे you don't know this? फुटपाथ पे जो जीन्स मिलती है उसका प्राइस 50,000 रुपए होता है कि 200 रुपए होता है? Yes. Anything that has low quality, this is Adidas. So Adidas is expensive. If I wear some other thing, Lee or some other thing, it will be not that expensive because quality is high, quality is low. You know this. Everyone speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then why in India before 92 low quality products were of high price? Why?
सर अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं होगी दूसरे प्रोडक्ट्स की सेम, उसका ऑल्टरनेटिव नहीं होगा।
कंपटीशन नहीं था।
Very good, Akash and Saina. Monopoly was there. If Akash is making toothpaste, so only he is making. So he has captured the entire toothpaste market. But Colgate aa raha hai. Colgate is only there. So when monopoly is there, these companies, they never paid any attention to the quality of the product and the prices kept on rising. Customers were not having many options. Very few options they had. So they had to purchase at those prices. Yes or no? Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
But,
Yes, sir.
but quality is low. So these products did not stand in the international market because in international market, many products are there in their domain. So there they have to meet the competition. So competition will be in quality and price. Your price is high, your quality is low, you cannot sustain yourself in international market. So export was very low, import was nearly zero. So nearly a closed economy. Understood? So flow of international income was very low in India. Flow of international income was very low. But once our economy opened, so after this capital account convertibility, what's going to happen? Now you can convert the dollars into rupees. You can convert rupees into dollars. So convertibility will be there. Capital account convertibility. It will lead to the flow of income. It will lead to the encouragement of import and export. Did you understand or not? Increased flow of foreign investment. Clear or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Second point, less administrative cost. Less administrative cost in managing fund movement. Less administrative cost in moving fund, in managing fund movement. Now see, your country is not having dollars. Dollar reserve is very low. Now you want to pay something, you want to purchase some weapon or some accessory from the foreign. So what you have to do? You have to take the money from the reserve bank. Then you have to connect with yourself with, you have to get yourself connected with international dealers. They are going to charge high interest. Then they will convert your rupee into dollars. Then you will be able to make a purchase. Yes or no? So much administrative cost. But if you have got fine, if you have got high reserve of dollars available in your country, you can easily make the payment without contacting the dealer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next point, will bridge saving investment gap. Will bridge saving investment gap and reduce burden of fiscal deficit. And reduce burden of fiscal deficit. What is fiscal deficit? What is fiscal deficit? I have already told. What is fiscal deficit?
Sir, expenditure more than income.
No. Then what is budget deficit?
Sir, total borrowings raised by government.
What? Budget deficit is total borrowings raised by government?
Sir, fiscal deficit.
Is total
Total
borrowing?
borrowings of the government. Total borrowings of the government.
My God. My dear, in fiscal deficit, I have told you, and you asked a question also at that time, that, sir, why aren't we taking the interest that is paid in borrowings? Remember, fiscal deficit, we don't use borrowing. We only use what? Disinvestment and loans recovered. We don't use borrowing. Borrowing revenue is not included. Akash Vasist, remember or forgotten? You have forgotten. You don't remember these things. Total expenditure minus total revenue. What type of revenue? Revenues are of two types. What are those?
Sir, revenue receipts or capital receipts?
Revenue receipt. So entire revenue receipt will be taken, and in capital receipt, disinvestment and loans recovered is taken. Money borrowed is not taken. याद आया कि नहीं आया?
Yes, sir, remember.
तो फिर पहले क्यों गलत बता रहे थे? ये सब तो
सर,
याद
वैसे
रहना चाहिए.
सर वैसे फिस्कल डेफिसिट बराबर बोरेंस होता है ना सर, इसलिए मैंने बोला था
अरे
कि वो ये
anyway, so fiscal deficit will decrease. Why fiscal deficit will decrease? See, bridging the gap between saving and investment means that in India, people are used to saving, everyone knows how to save. But in India, people don't know how to invest. If you talk about investment, they will go and they will purchase gold, or they will deposit the money in bank, or they will do the FD, or they will purchase a real estate. They don't know anything beyond it. Only 5 to 7% of Indians, they invest in the bonds, the stock market, equities, all these things. Rest of them, they are educated, but they are totally uneducated in economics and finance. So that is why in India, saving rate is high, but investment rate is very low. So there is a huge gap between saving and investment. Are you able to understand, Saina, Kushpreet?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the problem with the India. Okay, now when you will introduce capital account convertibility, exposures will be there, foreign companies will arrive. So what's going to happen? Their investment will be there. So people will slowly adapt themselves, and they are also going to start their investments. Okay, the money that is kept in the bank account, the money will start getting moved or transferred to the capital market. Thereby the investment is going to increase, and with the increase in investment, the gap between saving and investment, it is going to reduce. Got it or not?
yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Write down. Okay, write down, government is going to pass, or no, write like this: government passed, PASSED, because government has already done it. Government passed FEMA, FEMA, F, capital FEMA, FEMA. Okay, government passed FEMA. What is FEMA? Let me ask.
Foreign Exchange Management Act.
Very good. Government passed FEMA in 1999 and allowed limited convertibility on capital account. So in 1999, from 1999, it started with the limited convertibility. Slowly it increased, but yeah, the procedure of capital convertibility started after the launching of FEMA. Okay. Write down under FEMA, government allowed what all was allowed under FEMA. Point number 1. Under FEMA, government allowed foreign firms with 100% subsidiary to transfer any amount of foreign exchange to and from India. So foreign companies which are based in India, which are doing their work in India, those companies were given a benefit that they can send any foreign amount from India to their country, and they can bring also any amount from their country to India. Understood? Yeah. So that their business transactions become easy. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, it allowed external commercial borrowing. It allowed external commercial borrowing for Indian firms. External commercial borrowings for Indian firms. What is the meaning of external commercial borrowing?
सर नॉन रेसिडेंट सर इंडियन बोरोअर्स को सर लोन देता है.
क्या
बाहर की जो सर नॉन रेसिडेंट्स जो होते हैं, जो बाहर के लोग होते हैं, इंडियन बोरोअर्स को लोन देते हैं सर.
नॉन रेसिडेंट्स. ओके. देखिए कंफ्यूजन रहता है नॉन रेसिडेंशियल इंडियन और नॉन रेसिडेंट्स में. कौन होते हैं नॉन रेसिडेंट्स? यू टेल मी हु आर नॉन रेसिडेंट्स. आकाश.
सर मेरा यहाँ पर नॉन रेसिडेंट का कहने का मतलब ये है कि सर जो इंडिया के नहीं है, जो सर बाहर के हैं, जो
so you should use the word foreigners. Why are you using non residents?
सर नॉन रेसिडेंट्स का मतलब जिनका
See, what the point means is, first of all, NRIs are those people. For example, Lakshmikant Mittal is a NRI. He is Indian from origin, but he lives in Britain. Oh, sorry, Britain we cannot use now. He lives in UK and he has got his business, citizenship, everything of UK. So he is non-resident Indian. Okay. Then there comes a word non-resident. So non-resident means foreign people. If you go to Goa, even in Delhi, many people are there who have come here maybe for purpose of studying. Many people from different countries like Nigeria, African countries, you will observe these people in Delhi, in Greater Noida. Why? Because they have come here for studying purposes to pursue their courses, but they don't have any residence in India, but they are living in India. Whenever you use the word non-residents, it means foreign people who are living in India, maybe for any specific purpose. It can be to study, it can be for some health purpose, it can be some business purpose. But presently they are living in India, maybe for a month, maybe from a year, but they are in India at present. Getting my point, Akash?
Yes.
So you have to be very particular about what you are using. That's what the meaning of non-resident means. That they have got their residence in some other country, but they are living in India. But the second point is not talking about non-residents. It is talking about the foreign people, foreign organizations. The second point is that for it allowed external commercial borrowing for Indian firms. External means something. India is internal. So something beyond India is external. So Indian businesses can take loans from external sources, from non-Indian sources, from Bank of America. Anyway, it is closed now, but you can take loan from it. Indian firms can take loan from foreign associates. Got it or not, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Pushpreet, Sangeeta, Santosh,
Yes, sir.
Santosh,
Yes,
Kaya.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Third,
sir.
domestic exporters and investors have no time bar for repatriation. Repatriation of foreign income. There is no time bar for exporters and importers because they are dealing with foreign currency. So no time bar that in this much time you have to get your money converted to Indian rupee. No time bar. Do your business properly. Whenever you want, you can convert it. Understood? Next point.
Yes, sir.
Domestic investors can transfer up to $250,000 without any permission. Without any permission. You don't need any permission from a administrative authority to make the transfer of $250,000. Sum up to $250,000. What is how much in Indian rupees? $250,000. Right? Don't know maths. How much? 2 crores. Yeah, nearly 2 crores. Bit greater than that, but round about 2 crores. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Akash, you write in private what problem you are facing. Why aren't you coming? Write in the private chat. last point. No, in the private chat, not in the public. Private, you know how to write in private chat or not? You are writing in public chat. आकाश, प्राइवेट चैट में मालूम है कैसे लिखते हैं कि नहीं मालूम है?
सर एक्चुअली वो वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही थी, मेरा नेटवर्क सर लो हो गया था, इसलिए मैं कुछ रिप्लाई नहीं कर पाया।
अरे मैं कह रहा हूँ कि मैं पूछ रहा था कि तुम्हें प्राइवेट चैट में लिखना आता है कि नहीं आता है?
मुझे भी नहीं आता सर, मुझे इसका ऑप्शन नहीं मिला।
सर
कैसे
इसमें
होता है?
ऑप्शन,
अरे ऑप्शन नहीं होता है उसका, सुनिए। कैन यू सी माई नेम? मेरा नाम दिख रहा है?
यस सर।
प्रतीक सर, उस पर क्लिक करिए।
स्टार्ट अ प्राइवेट चैट लिखा आ रहा है सर।
हाँ, उस पर क्लिक करिए और फिर लिखिए और फिर सेंड करिए। अंडरस्टूड संगीता? संगीता एंड आकाश, समझ में आया?
यस सर, यस सर,
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
अच्छा, last point, write down the last point and you tell me the reason, what problem is there, why aren't you coming, Akash, in private? Last point is foreign hedge funds have been allowed to participate in domestic financial market. What are hedge funds? Yes guys, what are hedge funds? Arey, come on, you don't know hedge funds?
Sir, I think hedge fund to reduce the risk in the market.
Yes, they act as hedge. Hedge means protection to reduce the risk of the investment. Guys, when you invest the money in equity, that is shares, in anything, in any instrument, financial instrument, so there is always a risk. Even if you go for mutual funds, there is a risk that your money you can lose your investment. Yes or no? So hedge funds is used to protect your money from such obligations, to safeguard your money. But there is a limit. In India, the limit is 1 crore and above. You can invest your money in hedge funds if you invest 1 crore or more money. Okay. This is the starting point, threshold. Hedge funds are basically taken by super rich people like Ambani, Tata, Shah Rukh Khan. They use this thing. There are people known as hedge fund managers. What these people do, they manage the money of super rich people and they give them very good benefits. So that very good returns. Do you know what is average return on stock? Long-term investment you do in stock market equity per annum, what will be an average return? 12%, 12 to 12.5%. But these people give very good return like 25%, 30%. Okay, so that is hedge fund. Understood? Everyone, what is hedge fund? Is it clear?
Yes sir. Yes.
Yes.
ओके ओके आकाश। तो अब मतलब कोई बीमारी, सम डिजीज or what, आकाश? Is he fine now? Anyway, so please go through all these points. These are the benefits. Okay. Please go through these points. I hope today you understood what capital account is, what current account is, hedge funds, capital account convertibility, what are all these things? Huh? These are important economical terms. Akash, Khushpreet, Sangeeta, Santosh, Saina. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
So did you enjoy today's class or not? The most important thing is enjoying.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm planning is that tomorrow I will give you a test. Again want to, because on Sunday we are going to discuss the paper. Sunday से paper discussion करेंगे. तो Saturday को टेस्ट नहीं होगा, कल हो जाएगा Friday. कल हम लोग टेस्ट लेंगे. अभी तक जितना पढ़ाया है सब कुछ पूछा जाएगा. Everything that has been taught till now, everything will be asked. Okay, things taught from 27th of June, all those things. Fine. Saina, Khushpreet.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
सर ऐसा कोई टॉपिक मतलब जो हमें डिटेल में पढ़ना है? एक्चुअली सर पिछली
No.
बार के जो टॉपिक थे काफी
कभी नहीं बताऊंगा, सब कुछ डिटेल में पढ़िए.
ओके सर.
Okay. So bye bye. Take care. Have a great day. Thank you.